So we do have the brand new All-Star theme in 2K Mobile. We'll have a bunch of events and we've got a ton of new masters to try and get. As we go over into the catalog, I'm going to be going through exactly how you can get each of them and what it's going to take in order to get them. And you'll notice we've got a bunch of players all the way up to 100k plus power players. You got KD at 100k plus, you got Joel Embiid and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's looking absolutely ridiculous. But if we start off from the bottom, as you can see, you got a Julius Randle, who is a pink diamond card. All of these guys do have pretty decent stats. You got Paul George, you got Drew Holiday, Doncic, Jokic, so a whole range of different masters in order to get. You'll notice the Drew Holiday is craftable. All you need to do is get yourself one of the All-Star 2023 collectibles. Those will probably be got mainly in events. Obviously, we'll go through all the events that we'll have throughout this event. You'll need to get yourself some pink diamond rings and of course those Eastern Conference collectibles. Then you can see Jaren Jackson Jr. is your next craftable master. You need 2 of those collectibles plus all of those Galaxy Opal rings and of course the Western Conference tokens. And then going up to Halliburton, who's 61k power, you're going to need to get yourself 3 of the All-Star collectibles, 30 of those Dark Matter rings, and then all of those Eastern Conference collectibles. Steph Curry is craftable, which means you can get him pretty much for free, which is really good. You need to get yourself 6 of those All-Star collectibles, which isn't going to be too difficult playing through all of those events. You need those Topaz rings, and pretty much obviously you can get yourself the rings from the draft board itself, but you could also basically just go through the tourneys. You'll notice in the Jade first round over here, every single assist you get with Magic Johnson will get you a guaranteed Topaz ring. You can do that once every single time you play through a round of 4 matches, so make sure you're getting that one done because it will give you a free Stephen Curry, and Steph Curry is absolutely ridiculous in the game, so you might as well try and get him. If you do decide to try and get him, you might want to just play through the All-Star events, get yourself those 6 tokens, and then maybe even after the event, if you've then got enough of those rings, you can then go ahead and craft them. Make sure you're also getting the Western Conference collectibles from the draft board as well. If you go up a little bit further to Nikola Jokic, this is where you're going to need those Jade rings. You're going to need 9 of those All-Star collectibles, which is probably doable, no money spent, but again, it's those rings that are going to be pretty difficult in order to get. Going to take a little bit of grinding. Going up a bit further, Domantas Sabonis, 12 of those All-Star collectibles, and then of course you're going to need 35 of those Pearl rings. Then going up even more to Zion, he's going to need 35 of those Obsidian rings and 21 of the All-Star collectibles. And then finally, Joel Embiid is craftable. You're going to need 27 of those collectibles and 35 of the Amber rings in order to get him. So that's going to be pretty good over there. Obviously, the other masters will be either pulled from the draft board or from the events that we'll get later on in the theme itself. But if you actually go ahead and look at the sets, there are 2 sets in particular corresponding to the All-Star event. And you'll notice over here, the first one is to get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. All you need to get is Tyrese Halliburton, the Steph Curry, the Jokic, and the Sabonis, and then that Zion as well. So all 5 of those cards are craftable, so you can go ahead and pick them up from getting those rings, getting the collectibles, and of course the Eastern Western Conference collectibles as well. All of those 5 guys will give you that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So that's going to be pretty difficult to get to no money spent because you're going to need a ton of those collectibles in order to get up to that. But the second one is free to play. As you'll notice, you'll get yourself a Topaz LeBron James at 65k power. His stats are looking really solid indeed. You got a good gear item, a mentor, all of that good stuff. It will definitely help this player out. And you do need to get yourself Nikola Jokic and that Luka Doncic. Now, to get them to, it might be a bit interesting because I'm guessing we will get some codes for them too. If you go into the stat line and go down to the news, you'll notice over here it says follow Twitter to get a code for an All-Star 2023 card this week and next. Play drills and win in limited time events to earn collectibles to complete the All-Star 2023 2 set. So that set is corresponding to the LeBron James one. So I'm guessing we might get some codes to get that Luka Doncic and the other master required to complete that set and get ourselves that LeBron James. Obviously, the other 3 collectibles over here, the 2023 emblems, the 2023 SLC Star Collectibles, and the Conference Star Collectibles, those can be got by completing these drills over here, because with every pack, you're going to get yourself some of those collectibles. Whether you get lucky enough to get them is a whole nother matter, but make sure you're playing through all 4 of those once and then watching your ad and replaying them as well. From the Gauntlet event that is out at the moment, and I'm guessing it will be the same for every All-Star event. These will give out ones every single time you play through the event, giving you a couple of collectibles here and there. I'm guessing it's just a random one no matter what, because I played through a couple of those ones. I played through all of my drills. If you go back into the catalog, as you'll see in the set, I've got a couple of those. I've got 3 of the SLC stars and 3 of the Conference stars, and then 2 of those 2023 emblems over there. So that is all you need to do to get that LeBron James, and it's going to be very useful for a lot of people's teams. Of course, we'll probably get some more offers in the store if you're going to spend money or coins to get some of the the players as we're sort of ramping up into the All-Star event. In terms of the events we'll get throughout the promo, as you'll notice at the moment, we have got that gauntlet event, which is going to give you rewards depending on your power, as with all of them, but you're going to get yourself some 2023 collectibles, which you can use in the catalog itself to get some of those players already. If you go down to the catalog, of course, you're trying to get those collectibles, as we mentioned earlier, to craft some of the players. But after that one, on the 16th of February, we will be getting a 3 versus 3 gauntlet event, and the top rewards are going to be that Jaylen Brown, Luka Doncic, and then finally that Joel Embiid at the end of it. Now, it isn't going to give you this Luka Doncic. That one's not going to be in the top rewards. It is going to be giving you the higher power Luka Doncic, which is right up over here, the Obsidian tier 1. So you're going to get that Luka Doncic at the top tier. You're also going to get that Jaylen Brown, and then of course you're going to get Joel Embiid as those top rewards. I don't know exactly what the lower rewards will be, so if you haven't got up to those top rewards set as being Amber tier, I think it is, or Obsidian tier, then you will be getting some lower rewards as you go down the list. The next event will be unlocking on the 23rd of February. That's going to be the King of the Court event, giving you Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Jason Tatum, and that Ja Morant. So those are going to be very good in order to try and play through. Again, those are the top rewards, so that is the max rewards you're going to get, and that is again that Ja Morant over there, the Jason Tatum, who is Obsidian tier, and then finally that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is again above 100k power, which is absolutely nuts. And you'll also notice on the tweet it says for the LeBron set, stay tuned on socials to get that pink diamond Luka and Jokic. So again, if we do get codes, I'll maybe drop a video on that and claiming them to you, and then hopefully go ahead and claim that LeBron James with the 3 versus 3 gauntlet, which is of course that very first event on the 16th of Feb. That will feature the All-Star jerseys like we had with the actual Christmas themed, where you had elves and Santa and all of that stuff. Those types of jerseys, I'm guessing that'll be exactly the same. You get extra energy, so like we had with Christmas, I think we'll probably go up from 6 to 9 energy for that one. So that's going to be very useful in helping you get up to maybe even the top rewards as a no money spent player. Of course, if you get style bonuses, that will definitely help you out. The more players you get from this theme to put on your team, it'll be very useful indeed. And of course, the drills, it does mention there, if you go into the drill section, they've got rid of the box jumps, the bench press, all of that stuff, and they've just simply replaced it with 3-on-3 and 2-on-2 events over there to play through. So that is going to be fairly easy to go ahead and get, and then you can go ahead and get yourself some more collectibles to help yourself out in the sets. So that is pretty much going to be the All-Star theme. We got a bunch of stuff to try and get. Of course, that set to get LeBron James is going to be very useful for a lot of people, and it isn't going to be too difficult at all to do. So make sure you're getting that one done and claiming up all the other awards in which you can do. So let me know in the comment section down below what you're most excited for with the All-Star theme. Are you going to try and get some of those top tier rewards, some of the players above 100k power like Shai, Embiid, and Durant? Let me know in the comment section down below. Or will you be trying to settle for this Steph Curry or the Damian Lillard, who are looking absolutely ridiculous? Let me know all of that in the comment section down below. And if you are looking to try and open some of the packs that do require coins to get some crazy All-Star players, go check out the video in the bottom left hand corner where I went through all the ways in which you can get yourself some free coins in 2K Mobile. Go check out that video, and I'll see you guys in that one. Peace.